who you know is super important.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
We've enjoyed for over 30 years not only helping you buy and sell real estate, but helping you build your finances, helping you build your faith, helping you build your fun, and even helping you strengthen, heal, and flourish in your relationships. 30 years of building your life and your business.
You know what, Yetta?
What, Ken?
I think that who you know is even more important than what you know.
And I know we were having this debate. So what you're going to learn in this episode, that even when two people don't fully agree on everything when they live in the same house, there is a strategy and a formula to make the most out of who you know, as well as what you know.
Oh, that was slick.
That was
I still say who you know is more important than what you know. Let's argue this point for a second.
Well, I think you've got to know something, because I won't know whether things are right from those that I know if I know nothing.
Oh, that's a pretty good point.
That is good.
But I don't need to know what to do. I need to know who to ask, the right who.
You do need to know the right who, so I'll give you a point there. So
yes,
at the end of the day, both who you know and what you know is pretty essential. And I think you figured out we're going to be having a debate about who do you need to know so you can make the best decisions possible. And we're going to go back to the wealth formula with a bit of a prescription, what pages to look at for getting access to figuring out who do I need to know when I'm making a wise financial decision.
Yes. Or life decision. Doesn't
Or
have
life.
to be financial.
Yeah, I know. It could be anything. Any
wise
decision.
Yeah.
And how do you decide who to trust? Like, we're going to learn a little bit about that. Like, how do you even know who the who's should be?
Ooh, that's good. And what type of who's should we know?
Well, we should definitely know a great lawyer.
Yeah.
A lawyer that can support us. Probably want a few, actually, because those that specialize in real estate often don't specialize in estate law or don't specialize in other types of family law or business law. So you may need more than one lawyer or a larger legal firm where they have expertise within the different lawyers in the brokerage.
You know, that's the same in accounting. Like I learned from my dad.
The hard way.
Yeah, he would buy a very inexpensive bookkeeper, and the bookkeeper would do his accounting. And what I've learned is I pay extra to have a chartered accountant, a decent firm where they have multiple partners with different expertise. Because maybe I have an HST question, and maybe it's out of country HST question. Well, he can go to an expert in HST in his firm and get me the best answer.
Right. So it's so often not about getting an answer. It's about getting the best answer, is what Ken just said. Yeah. And I'm going to give you 2 points for that one. Who to go to get the best answer. So we've said lawyer, we've said accountant.
Yeah. It may be a counselor. It may be, what else? A financial planner. It could be contractors. It could be even somebody that just needs to be your confidant. You need a listening ear. You need to be able to share something with someone who's safe.
Right.
It doesn't get spread around after you've had the conversation and bounced
probably
something.
Sometimes not somebody that's impacted by the decision or what you're trying to navigate through.
Oh, that's a big one.
So there's times where I can't go to Ken Decker because he is biased in what I'm navigating through. Like if I'm going to sit on the board at the brokerage, coming to you and having you navigate that journey with me, if that's a wise choice for me, probably isn't a wise choice for me to make because it affects you. So to go to somebody that's unattached and yet cares. And so one of the characteristics, do I do spoiler alert?
Go ahead.
Is somebody whose values align with yours. If you have mismatched values, then the who could get you in trouble.
Yep, values and beliefs and faith, those are huge. And by the way, this is on page 18.
Right.
Creating
Page
your list
18.
of who's in the wealth formula.
Right. And then it could be also coaches.
Yeah.
A coach could be a coach may be a fitness coach, a movement coach,
I got
business coach. I'm not finished my list of types of coaches.
Okay, keep going with coaches.
Relational coaches, wealth coaches. There can be a coach in any area that you're having room for growth, where the who's may be essentially important.
I prefer to call them guides.
Okay, guides. A great guide.
Like
in
I
any
just
of
went
those
fishing
areas.
a couple months ago.
Right.
into
And you'd
BC.
been before.
Yeah. And why do I go back to the guides? Because they know where to fish. They know the movements of the fish based on the time of year. They know if it's rainy or cloudy or what to do. They know what kind of bait to put on. And the bait changes depending on the season and what's running. And
You've had great guides.
Yeah, and very poor
guides.
guides.
So the who, even not just the category, but who within that category is either catastrophic or exponentially phenomenal. Right? And you want a good realtor on your side too? That's
the one I was.
You're going to realtor.
Say. That was
we
the
almost
one,
forgot
That was
realtor.
the one I wanted to interrupt you for.
Can you imagine? We almost forgot that one.
Yeah.
And a good banker, a good mortgage specialist, a good somebody that can help you navigate the finances as well as a financial planner.
Yeah, and the planner, I've got mixed feelings on planners because I've had some great ones where they understand.
It's again the who.
Well, they understand a balanced portfolio. They understand the purpose of real estate within your other investments, and they're not so concerned that they don't get paid when you buy a piece of real estate, and it takes up some of the money that they would get paid on if you invested it in stocks, bonds, mutuals, that kind of stuff. So having someone that really cares about you more than their own personal pocketbook is huge. And sometimes you can pay a financial planner where you just pay them. And they don't get paid any commissions for whatever you buy. You just pay them to serve you and help you. That's cool too.
That is very, very helpful. So contractors, I think you mentioned that, did you?
Yep, I did. So the way you pick within those categories is experience.
They
and
better
knowledge.
have personal experience. Like, I don't want to go to a financial planner whose financial house is a mess.
Yep. Experience, but also knowledge. Like knowledge without experience is not so great, because book knowledge without having the experience is kind of like buying a house from a realtor who's never owned a house.
Right. And on the side of that, though, I would also say having experience and no knowledge is also a scary thing, because experience is still a limited, it's your personal experience.
Right.
It doesn't, so you want to have somebody that's taken the extra courses, that's got the extra accreditations, that continues to be on the path of learning.
Absolutely. And then third, maybe they get recommended to you by someone who has used their services in the past and knows the quality of the work they do, knows their knowledgeability, their expertise.
So that is fantastic, because we are honored that we get to come alongside you and be that who. So we'd love to hear who your other who's are. Thank you for being on life's wealth and wisdom journey.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.